your brain off. It's quite simple, really, isn't it? All right, I'm here. We'll see what goes on. Hello and welcome to my stream. I am playing Team Fortress 2 today. Make sure, yeah, that's fine. I put it till as close to last minute as I could to make sure that I was ready. So if anything doesn't work, sucks, doesn't it? So that's it. I'm playing this. Hi Carl, hi Halo. Good morning. Halo, do you say good morning because it's morning where you are, or because you think it's morning where I am? Just want to make sure. Today I am feeling alright. That is about as in-depth as I can muster. So I am feeling alright. You're done with your exams. You still have English, science, and tech. Only science is important. Do you not care about English or tech? Technology is not too important. I get that. English is somewhat important, but that's coming from an English speaker. So your English is different to the English that I would learn. You're learning English as a language. I learn English as a technique, I guess. I don't really know. But yeah. And it's because it's morning where you are, Halo. I see. I assumed it was. I assumed that you would have gone far. You would have at least tried to. You would have at least known. You learn it as grammar and text. What, did you have to? Did you also have to, you know, like watch? Not watch. Did you also have to read like Shakespeare? Or did you just or what? Did I somehow get a kill during all that? That's no. Oop. I double jumped by accident. I've been mildly busy this morning. Don't look at the fact that I spent the past like 2 hours playing World of Warcraft, and in fact spent more time this morning playing World of Warcraft. In between those two times, I was technically busy, not like by my own hand. As you know, most people wouldn't leave things till last minute like I do, since it's the English thing is British Father's Day soon, and I had to go out and get stuff. Did I see the War Thunder roadmap? I most certainly did. Well, I saw Tankenstein's video on it. I saw Tankenstein's video on it, and that's it. Because I wasn't going to read the roadmap myself. You think I can read? And that was very nice to... it was very nice to see. I did briefly look at the comments of the Steam version, because I was like, I wanted to see what the what the general opinion of it is, and the people there was a lot of people who were like, this is what we wanted, finally they're listening. But there was still a few people who, like, the people that are never going to be happy, who are like, all right, now fix this instead. You know, now fix this as well. Now you've done that, great. Instead, they don't say, oh, thank you, I'm glad you listened. It's just straight, all right, now fix this. Which I understand. I'm not saying that that they shouldn't. That they should just stop trying to fix anything broken now that they fixed this. But I do find it funny when people are just immediately like, "Oh yeah, thanks for that. Now here, fix this instead." I saw what is that weird icon that you've got on your name? What is that? Why do you have verses? It's Roblox. This is not Roblox. But no, yeah, the roadmap was very nice. It was a lot of nice things to hear. I liked the inclusion of. It's a little bit sad, a little bit not disappointing or sad really, because we're getting it. But it's just that some of the things are. I mean, it is a roadmap, so I can't complain. We got what they promised us. But it's a little bit disappointing to see how long it's going to take some of the things to get implemented. but at the same time, a lot of them were like, oh yeah, September or summer, October, summer, September, October. I know summer is not a month, it's a season, but that's just me forgetting that we're already halfway through the year. The Super Ultra Combo 2023 just what? Can you get an icon for when you're watching my stream? No, I don't have that kind of power. That's not something I can do. I don't have the ability to give you that. If I could, I would. I would use the horse head that I made. I'm not very good at Scout, by the way, so if any of you know anything about Team Fortress 2 and you think I'm playing terribly, I am. Get out. Don't go near the bloody door. There we go. Ah! There we go. Thank you. What's that? Fucking, okay. Oh, there we go. Thanks, medic. Don't worry about me. Just, I'm reading chat. Yeah, we are halfway through the year, Halo. It's currently... we're halfway through the 6th month. Like we're almost like exactly halfway through. Where does this fucking scout keep coming from? That'll do. I don't like it. You can say you can, but I'm lazy. No, I'm not. I just can't. That's not something I have the option to do. Weirdly enough, Twitch doesn't allow its users to create icons that can be seen across the entirety of Twitch. Because you'd see a whole lot more of them. Get. May 29th to June 2nd, 3 hours in the ring by streaming at least 10 minutes of your favorite fighting game or fighting games. Oh. Okay. It was some Street Fighter thing. I see. I had no interest in Street Fighter when it came out, and still don't now, so it was to do with that. And yes, you are right, it did end. It has ended. But yes, in terms of the War Thunder roadmap, I'm very I liked the premium Silver Lion insurance feature that they're adding, so that if you've got premium, you'll never lose Silver Lions in a battle. I could see people getting a little bit annoyed at that. I can at the same, as much as I like that idea, I can see some people being like, well, now that you're just paying to get rid of any kind of challenge, but I'm fine with it. I think it's good that a lot of repair costs are getting brought down. The idea that folded vehicles are getting cheaper, as it were, their research cost is getting lowered, is nice to see. Come here. There we go. It's good to see, and I would like to say that the boycott worked, but they said they were going to do this before the boycott happened, so I don't know how much the boycott actually changed. The threat of the boycott maybe caused it, but still, I'm glad that some of these changes are happening though, but we have to wait and see how it goes, because like they always say, they're not final. Will I go back into War Thunder? Probably. Now that it seems like now that things may be getting a little bit better, I am a bit more interested in going back to it. Although, to be fair, I was never not. I was mostly just doing it because, because everyone else was. But no, I think it'll be. I like to hope it'll change and it'll get better. That looks like a bot right there. And but is this you? No, he's fine. Innocent until guilty until proven innocent. There was something else that I wanted to say. Ugh, this person's a fucking idiot. Salty still has VIP. Salty, Salty is, Salty's a good boy. Salty doesn't scare me like Zaka does. It's double standards. There's one thing for Salty and something else for everyone else. Oh, fucking steel. I'm gonna continue playing Scout though, just because, you know, I can. I am too scared to look after my chat myself, and so I unfortunately just let everything get out of control. I should let's sort of keep it and give it to you just to spite Zaka. Yeah, all right. Why does everyone on Twitch have such long fucking names? Why can't you just have a fucking... There you go. What do you mean unable to add? What the fuck? What have you done, Halo? Zach has got his crinkly little fingers inside there, stopping it from happening. There we go. Don't know why it didn't do it the first time. Wait, hold on. You're already a VIP. You just haven't got the icon. You've been a VIP for ages, haven't you? I'm pretty certain I had VIP'd you already. The only reason Zaka hasn't been annoyed that you're a VIP is simply because you didn't have the icon. I thought it was a little bit weird that I didn't that I hadn't already VIP'd my guy, Sugar Daddy. There we go. You had a dream that Bread joined your TF2 game. That wasn't a dream. And that wasn't a TF2 game. That was your bedroom. And I didn't join. I invaded. Hi, Vispheric. You know. Ah. Wait, I might be able to... Wait. Yeah, I can crouch jump up there. Endless Bread's the mastermind behind the war. Don't you start, Salty. I have nothing to do with anything. This is a Twitch war. I'm going to be fighting on the front lines of a Twitch war. I've said it once and I'll say it again. I stand by my point that there's nothing wrong with watching someone sleep as long as you don't commit any other crimes in the process. If no one knows what happens, like if no one knows that you watched them, they slept soundly, you saw someone sleep, what's wrong with that? Yeah, alright, so Halo, I'll tell Zaka that. See if he's not here watching. Just while I remember, I'll probably say it again later, but there's a new video coming out tonight. And also, tonight my time, it might be like midday for some of you. There's a new video coming out tonight, and there'll be another one on Sunday. Because I've planned ahead and decided to release 2 videos this week. 2. Instead of releasing like one 20-minute long video, I have included I've just decided to make 2. Because I don't really like doing I don't like doing the 20-minute videos. When I release a video that's like 16 minutes long, I do feel a little bit bad because fuck, I could not watch that long of me, you know what I mean? I'm not getting an upload schedule. Don't look too deep into this. I've not got enough stuff to create, you know, 2 videos for next week. I don't think you're in it, Salty, by the way. I haven't, I don't think I don't think I don't think you've showed up much for the past streams. Have I seen Soviet Womble's face reveal in his new video? Of course I have. He's a handsome man. I think it ties together, you know. Partway through that video, his mum says that he's seen like a load of fucking sharks on Brighton Beach, and then she's like, well, when are you getting married? I think it was all strategic. His mother is on him. She's like, hey, Soviet, why aren't you getting married? And he went, I should probably do something about that. And so he showed himself in his video. He's trying to get that mad viewer pussy. I like that someone described him as looking like that one man that all the wives and mothers on the street want to get with, which I think is accurate. Yeah, if he can't, then we do need to. Oh, there's a fucking. You can shoot the pyro. Can shoot through there. So can I. But no, it was a. he's a handsome man. That video as well was also very good. I watched that. It took me a while to get to it. It's actually weird that you It's actually weird that you bring that up, considering that I watched that last night. It's been out for a few weeks, I think, at this point, and it was only last night that I watched it, or a couple of days ago. Hello there, Pyro. So, I did it again. Well, down here now. Where is it? Oh, it's there. Okay, I'll go the other way next time. But no, I also found it a little bit weird. Is this just coming from me as someone who's incredibly scared? Am I Australian? No. I am English. Come on, England and whatnot. Tally ho. Glory to the king. That sort of thing. Oh, I should not play scout. I should not. That's just embarrassing. That was the easiest shot to hit in the world, and I failed it. Welcome. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I found it funny. I found it like it was me and my hyper me being incredibly afraid that at any given moment people are going to use any information I put out there to determine where I live. I did stop twitching. I would not have, if I was him, I would not have decided to put emphasis on the fact that he lives in Brighton and then show his face. Hi, zombie. It's me, Brent. I am... You know what, I'm going to stop playing Scout because I'm not very good at it. I'll play Heavy for a bit. There's a couple... There's a few fellas. There's a few spies walking around, but there's no spies. Don't fucking just push them around. Let someone shoot them out the way. You're already outside my house. Well, you know. I think I'd prefer TF2 players outside my house than War Thunder players, to be honest. Pyro's up to something. Sorry. Could have given you my banana. I could have given you the banana, but I did not. What's my favourite character in TF2? As in to play? Probably Soldier. I like Soldier because I like rocket jumping. I'm not very good at it, but it's a lot of fun just to sort of throw yourself around. That's, this is problematic. Hello, medic. Where did you come from? You weren't here a second ago. How did you get through all that? Would I rather have 100 dead kids or 100 dead kids? I was probably neither, actually. I'm going to say neither of them. TF2 players with a note. Wasn't the player to steal government files? What the fuck? What do you think I've got in my room? Yeah, they are, Wait, what? Red nearly died and every bit of my brain activated and I was suddenly pretty good at the game. Yeah, because I was focused on staying alive and that transferred into the game. What was I saying? I can't remember what I was saying. I forget too quick. Something about War Thunder players being scary, probably. I mean, I was meaning less about that. I was meaning that, you know, statistically, I think that War Thunder players are more likely to be racist. Just not nice people. We're talking about 200 dead children. That is true. Which is, to be fair, you know, there was also Zaka though. Zaka came from War Thunder, and he's unafraid of saying anything. Actually, no, he is. He is afraid. He just won't say anything. He won't say anything that will get him banned because he knows that I will. He knows that I want to. But no, Zachary is definitely criminally insane. There are not symbols and M-words you see in TF2. Oh, I saw one about 30 seconds ago, Visperic. I saw both of those actually during this stream. I saw the F-slur and the N-word, and also a very brief glimpse of a swastika in the past, within the past like 10 minutes. And I've got fucking streamer mode on as well. It's like, I don't know what I meant. There's nothing I can do to stop this. The fuck did that? How was he just there the whole time? There's nothing I can do to stop it. So yeah, you know what? Actually, I think if you're playing a free-to-play game, I think there's something wrong with you. No matter what the game is, I'll leave it at that. If you're not spending like £50 every now and then to get yourself a new game, you're probably insane. If you're playing PvP games, to be fair, Medic, I am not a spy. I can guarantee you that with 100% certainty. That is though. That was unfortunate. We're not really getting anywhere. I've noticed. Can't help but notice that our team hasn't actually moved much. You and Zaki came from War Thunder, and you both swing on complete opposite sides of humanity. That is true. This is gonna sound really, really like weird. Just for me to here, do you want this? There you go. It's gonna sound weird, but talking about completely two sides of humanity, I went into town today and I saw a total of 2 pride flags, which is more than last year when I saw 1. Yeah, they were the old pride flags though. They weren't the ones that have that have like the trans triangle on the side. I don't know if they wanted to be referred to as the trans triangle, but that's I can't help it that it's alliterative. I remember that last year. I remember I was very surprised to see pride flags because it was like it's on like a government hall, which is what I was I was more surprised about. And then when I saw that, I was immediately like, the moment, like I'm talking like the minute that it crosses over to July, they're getting rid of that, and I want to see if they do the same thing this year. I think that they did something similar like with the Ukraine flag. They had a Ukraine flag on there, but then like very quickly removed it and replaced it with the Union Jack. Oh wait, I can't go in here. That's not an opening. As much like it's a very, you know, I live in a very lower class conservative area, so it's understandable that they're going to you know, remove the pride flag. But I mean, it's cool that it's cool that they had it, or that they have it. They ain't got rid of it yet. There's still half a month to go. It's more than I did. You know, don't see a pride flag anywhere near me. To be fair, it's not the only one. I did see a shop selling little ones, which was cool. Oh, they're charged, but I don't really want to go out there because I might die. What the fuck happened here, Richard? Great. Thanks. The medics are... I don't know what happened to the medics. I don't know what happened to the team, to be honest. I'm going 4 and 13. I can't complain much. Where are they? Why? Oh, whatever. It's fine. In America America's going insane because the president put a pride flag next to the American one on the White House. And because a trans person got their tits out at the White House. What? What's going on at the White House? When did America become cool? That sounds like what is there to not like about that? Why does Americans not like fun? There's not really the thing is, it's not really a heated debate here in the UK. Like, no one really cares. The UK, like, we have people that care, obviously, but everyone kind of just keeps to themselves here. No one really complains or gets up in arms about things. You have to kind of be on the more extreme ends of the political spectrums to really have things to say about it. Because Dark Brandon is doing Dark Brandon things and the right is pissed about it. I love Dark Brandon. It's not that hard to just not say anything, keep it to yourself. Yeah, I know. So that's the thing. I think that I've got a banana. Is that enough to keep you satiated? Oh, that's my fucking own medic. What? What's that? Okay, that was a dead ringer. That was. Thanks, medic. Though. Yeah, you can have a thank. I just don't like. Even if hypothetically, even if you are someone who doesn't, you know, believe in these things, I don't get, like you were saying, Zombie, why it's so hard to just be like, yeah, I don't understand it, but they're people, you know. Just common human decency would have you go, all right, they don't. That's not what I agree with, but whatever. Do my best. Do your thing. Get my tits out. I don't know what the rules are about that on Twitch anymore. I've seen numerous people get their chest out on Twitch, but I don't trust someone like me to not get banned. We're supposed there's law for that. Dark Brandon has law. What do you mean law? What? they're ancient tomes that historians are studying. Off your mind. No. The favorite part of America is the walking skeleton with like 13% brain power. What? So you take your team out of your day to shout something out of your car window to a random person that you'll never see again. Yeah. It's just like fucking. Just keep your hands, your feet, and your mouth to yourself. It's not hard. That being said, I ain't gonna be. You're not gonna see me on the front of like protests and picket lines. Hi Siggy, thank you for the 10 bits.
Siggy knows old shit X10. Oi.
Thank you. Hi Halo fan. Not because I don't believe in those sort of things, by the way. I just want to say that's not the reason that I wouldn't be on the front of the protest. It's because I don't want to go out there. I don't want to leave the house. How's it going, Halo fan? Also, how's it going, Sigmund Freud? Oh, this is not. Yeah, I'm not gonna win that. You're so fucking ill. And Visferic, you got racially accosted yesterday. Why? What is wrong with people? I don't know. I got like. I haven't really got a huge amount to say on it. It's just like, what? It's like, fuck. Why can you not just fucking leave each other alone? It's not hard. Giving flashbacks to the NPC incident. Hey, I went out. I've been out a couple of times over the past couple of days. I went on a walk the other day, and this morning I went into town because I had to get my dad a Father's Day card. Don't worry, Halo, it's not Father's Day for you. Just in case. Excuse me. So there's a place in Alabama called Talladega. At Talladega, there's the NASCAR racetrack. There was a race at this track, and a guy named Brandon won. During the interview with the winner, the Alabama crowd started chanting "Fuck Joe Biden." The interviewer, either knowingly or unknowingly, said they were chanting "Let's go Brandon," and the right took that and ran with it. That's where the "Let's go Brandon" comes from. I always wondered where that came from. I had no idea where that came from. I had no idea where the "Let's go Brandon" came from. So I'm glad to know that. And Dark Brandon is just Joe Biden, where he decides to actually be smart and witty and say whatever the fuck he wants. I did like when he did do the whole when I only saw the clip of him going. It's like, it's time for me to unleash Dark Biden. I don't have my aviators that are on the shelf behind me. I had to use the nearest ones. So unfortunately, I'm sorry that I had to half-arse it. I didn't even put them on properly. You can't remember the last time that a cold had you so fucking wrecked. You sure it's not like hardcore hay fever? Because I every year I forget that I get hay fever until until it gets to summer, and I'm like, oh yeah, I can't go outside for too long. Biden blast. You know what? I like Biden. I don't care about any of his politics. I don't know any of his politics. I just think he's a funny man. Look at him. He's a funny old man. I like that his presidency coincided with the rise of like AI generated artwork. So you see him just in weird places where people like put him like eating squid or whatever. You're not fucking. It's this dead server. This is. You don't have allergies except for the fucking sun and cashew nuts. Are you one of those? Are you one of those mysterious people that claim to be allergic to the sun, but I don't believe them? It's too early. We are in America. We're talking about presidents. Don't worry, I don't understand them. I know nothing about American politics, and I want to keep it that way. The most I know about American politics is that I don't know anything about them. I thought I could shoot over that, but I'm not heavy. Don't you try it. Don't you dare try it, boy. Don't you try it, young man. I saw that. It's a spike. Oh, okay. Vampires evidently exist. I said it before that I had a friend at school who claimed he was allergic to the sun. Like, he didn't show up for a few days once, and then was like, "Oh yeah, I was off because of the sun." And it's like, no, I don't believe that. I don't believe you for a second that you're allergic to the sun. I could understand being sensitive to it. I don't want to. If it's true, if it's real. This is how I thought. This is what I thought when I was at school. But it's like if I can understand the sensitivity to the sun, it just doesn't make much sense to me. I don't understand what being allergic, just like what you're actually allergic to, unless it's like excess vitamin D, I suppose. Is it vitamin D? Siggy, if I ever see you in public, I'm gonna throw nuts at you and see what happens. I'm gonna put them in a slingshot. I had a friend at school who said that he was allergic to nuts, and one day we were like, I used to sit next to him in history, and I was like, Ryan, one day I'm just gonna start throwing peanuts at you and see what happens. Then again, he claimed he was allergic to nuts, but then like one day, you know, one of my other friends was like, hey, here, hold this, or like, you know, was forcing him to hold nuts, and not in a hey, hold my sack kind of way, just like actual nuts, and then he just like grabbed him, and so I was like, oh, you can't be that allergic to him then if you can still hold on to them. I know allergies are weird. I'm not allergic to anything. And then like I had another, sorry, just thinking about it, I had another friend who claimed that he was allergic to these sweets called Parma Violets. They're disgusting sweets. They're like, it's like chalk that tastes like lavender. But He was like, oh yeah, I'm allergic to crab sticks and palmer violets. And I was like, oh okay. And then he was like, yeah, but only if I eat them both together. And I'm like, how do you learn that? And what the fuck does that mean? The fuck do you mean? I'm allergic to these very specific things, but only if I eat them together. Oh, hi, Heavy. There we go. It's not directly an allergy, but the skin on top of your arm is very sensitive to sunlight, so whenever you go out with short sleeves and the sun is out, your skin gets a rash and starts itching. Ah, okay. I see. Can you not get like some factor 300, some like FPF 4000 sun cream? I've started putting sun cream on now. Although I went out with shorts on and I always forget to put any on my legs because going out with shorts on, I haven't been outside in public in shorts since I was like 6 years old. Because I've always been too embarrassed to, but now I'm a big boy and I can not be embarrassed about people seeing my legs. Oh yeah, Bombadil Manor I think is Halo. Halo fan. Unfortunately, Halo fan, you have to be called Halo fan because you came here second. Obama, another funny looking man, but you know people do often forget the other things that he did. That's did I call him a funny looking man? It's not what I wanted to say. I just meant he was just a funny man. But yes, Halo fan, we're right. You're right. That's it. No more. It's over. Just Vanta Black sunscreen. Oh, and you can eat cashews in small amounts, but more than a handful will send. You'll spend the rest of the day on the toilet. Fuck off. Where's my team? Don't answer that because the answer will be, you know, probably doing something that isn't throwing myself at the thing. I don't know why I shut down certain topics that I could keep going with. Like I said, it just ends up going. It goes in scary directions, especially with American politics. Even if everyone here is in agreement that we're all on the same side, and if Zach could fucking God help us if Zach shows up. What the fuck is going on here? I think Zach has become a villain. So, yeah, actually, does anyone, you know why Zach is not here? Does anyone want VIP? just you know. What's going? Fucking. Do you want it, Vispheric? Alright. I could ask Siggy to do this, but you know, I'm too used to doing it myself, so. This. Oops. There you go. Oh, can you not? The fuck's the point of having a moderator? Siggy, if you promise not to break anything, I'll make you an editor. I can't remember how to do that. I can't be asked. I don't know why you would try and break anything. You've gone this long without doing anything bad. It's just, you've been playing the long game to try and get access to more and more of my account. Oh, I've got Sweet Home Alabama playing right now. Down, bow, bow. I don't. That's the thing that that's the. I say recent. I haven't used I haven't used Twitch like ever. But I feel like that's a relatively recent thing in the grand scheme of things, that they made it so that you have editors and moderators. It's just extra faff. Why can't they just make it easy? Just have one, just moderators. What's the point of having like freaking? No wonder. I thought it was weird when I heard that there was a channel out there. It just was ages ago. I heard that there was a channel out there that would just like mod anyone and everyone, and they had like fucking hundreds of them. And I was like, I thought that was weird. But then when it comes to when thinking about the fact that they have, you have editors and moderators. So all right, mods can't do shit. You have no power here. Can't wait for the Zach and VIP Lord to make it to an Endless Bread video. There's nothing I can do with it. The part of the Zaka lore is in the streams that I used for the videos that are coming out tonight, or this week, and it's just I skipped that entire section. I got to that part of the stream and I was like, all right, I ain't watching this. So I don't think there's much I could do with it. It's just it's part of the channel lore, you know. When I become a multi-millionaire and have 400 people watching me, then you can all say that you were here during the Great Zaka War. I skip a lot of my streams. There's huge chunks of it. Like I was gonna go through and look at the I was gonna go through and watch my and try and see if I can make a Sea of Thieves video out of the Sea of Thieves stream, and I don't know where it is. There's somewhere in this book I've got written down. Just ignore just watch the first hour and a half and delete the rest of it. It should be an assistant moderator role that does absolutely nothing, but it's for people who always cry give mod. Honorary mole. Honorary mole. That's what you are. Or my honorary mole was. I don't know. Is it honorary moderator? I think that's what VIPs should be. VIPs should be honorary like moderator type deals. Like you get like the ability to time people out if you're a VIP. You know what? I've been suspicious, but not suspicious enough. I've been. I can't remember what I was thinking. I can't remember. It was something moderator related. Dead. I like how I effectively only have one moderator as well. Garby and Shelby are just they're gone. I think Garby is still subscribed to me though. I don't know why I added that as a sound alert. I can't remember why. I think that was like a compromise for people that wanted jump scare effects. I was like, you know what? I don't want people to jump scare me. I'm a scared boy. I get scared easily, and I don't want people to be scaring me. That being said, I want to play a. Why am my chair squeaking? Probably. I was gonna have the M1 Garand make a ping, like the iconic sound of an M1 Garand pinging. I had that I think at one point for it. I was gonna have that as a jump scare. Excuse me, but not. It's just not fun, and also because I get to see things come through before the noise happens, and so I'm prepared for it. And so I was like, nah. And although I don't want to scare other people, I don't like it, and it would annoy other people. There we go. Why don't I have Discord ping as a sound? I could, but that would just be for everyone else, wouldn't it? Because it wouldn't matter to me because I don't have because Discord has streamer mode for me. That'd just be to bully everyone else. I could have that, just have it like really expensive. At some point when I make it big, there's gonna be all the times Halo gave bread money compilation. All the streams that you've given me money in have been lost now. I think someone might be on a hard drive behind me somewhere, but A lot of those were before I started archiving them, and even now I don't archive much because there's certain streams that I just, you know, can't. Like the stream the other day where you could see Nikocado Avocado's arsehole. That I can't archive that on YouTube because I'll get in trouble there. I took it out. The M1 Garand isn't that scary. No, but the sound is really loud and biting. That was it. It was just the sound of the reload, that iconic ping. Bet you don't want to know what's on my hard drive. Bet there's some sketchy shit in there. There's nothing sketchy in it other than a few old streams. I don't store dodgy shit on an external hard drive. That's internally because I want to be able to access it when I need it. I don't want to have to fumble around trying to plug cables in just to watch some grimy porno. Fucking... What's the point of having something if you're not gonna look at it? You're not gonna find any children on my PC. I'm British. That doesn't make, just because I'm British doesn't make me a pervert slash nonce. Yes, yes, NG, don't worry, it's me. Ah. Done with you, I make no. Go on, fuck off. Shit. You're willing to bet it's all Futanari hentai. There's not a single bit of Futanari hentai on my computer. Maybe in like maybe the internet browser's cookies, but nowhere like actually saved. I would never download something like that because why would I need to download it when it's so readily available on the internet? The idea of having porno on your computer is just an antiquated idea now. It's so readily available. Do you wanna do what? Here, take this. Take this. I want to play through Sonic Adventure. No, I don't. Not Sonic Adventure. Sonic Heroes. I don't play through Sonic Heroes either. That's a lie. That's just a bold-faced lie. That's not a real human being. There's no way that engineer is a real human being. I refuse to believe it. No one would build right there. Look at those. Look at those 3 perfect rockets. That was a spike. You've got a couple of Futaboo videos saved. You can stop it. I'm fucking... I don't know what I was going to say. I was going to say I'm cracked, but then I looked at the score, I looked at my kill KD, and I was like, nah, I can't say that yet. How am I? Because you've been, hey, drink a jug? What? Fuck a little bit. All the bad. Salty, you scare me. What the fuck are you on about? I'm not convinced you're a real human being, sorry. I think you're an AI that's learning to have sentience. You tend to have all your dirty content as magazines in a huge Victorian era library. Just this huge gothic library, this multi-story library just full of smut. Fucking... I've just got this. I've got the National Archive of pornography. What? Salty is most certainly found just quoting a song. There is no quote. Salty has on numerous occasions appeared, and been saying something that I've been like, what are you on about? There is no way that he's not just quoting a song. Do you want to watch watched what's it called? Doctor Who. I remember being terrified. Like, I remember being terrified by Doctor Who. I used to as a small child, and I probably still would. I couldn't watch the Weeping Angel episode because it was just like it was like an actual horror episode. The fact because they would just have these scary faces that would jump scare you all the time. It's like I thought this is meant to be like afternoon TV for the family. And then they have these terrifying things. I think I used to get scared about the Daleks and things like that. It was a shit show. Like it just in general, it just wasn't very good. But it scared me nonetheless. But also, in my defense, you know, Swiper from Dora the Explorer made me scared and hide behind the sofa. So, to be fair, I was very easily frightened. Who are we talking about? It depends. If you talk about Salty, no idea. But if you talk about me, Doctor Who, the shitty BBC sci-fi show that's been going on for the past like 100 years. That is like the lowest budget TV show you'll ever see, and it just keeps getting lower. And they have. It's always like a big deal in the UK about who's going to be the next Doctor. It's not as big as anymore. No one really cares about Doctor Who anymore. It's kind of people realise that it's awful. But you can go and watch much better shows like on Netflix. That was embarrassing. I remember I used to have a friend who was really into it. Dora is a good Christian girl trying to prevent the spread of Tinder. That's why she always says swipe and no swiping. She's a good girl. I think anyone could watch Dora the Explorer. I think Dora the Explorer is up there with like Attack on Titan as being like like any age content. Whether you're 4 or 43, you can watch Dora. I know that there, at least I've heard that there was a group of people, like older women, who like became like obsessed with the children's TV show Bluey. I have no idea what Bluey is because I grew up I grew up a long time ago. Attack on Titan is shit, Dora is shit, SpongeBob is S tier. SpongeBob is S tier, but up to a point. More modern SpongeBob isn't as good, but I don't watch it, to be honest. But from what I can tell, and from the screenshots that I've seen, it doesn't have the same charm that old SpongeBob does. The original seasons are where it's at. I'm down here. Oh, he's dead. I remember just like sitting and watching just hours and hours of SpongeBob when I was a kid. I could still do it now, actually. It wasn't that long ago that I just, for the sake of it, I watched the SpongeBob movie, the first one, not any of the other ones, because the other ones are awful. Or at least from what I've heard, I haven't seen them. I can't claim that they're awful because I haven't seen them. Go to that. Mildly irritating. The first 4 seasons of SpongeBob, where it's at. It's just I remember there being that episode. it was an episode that I hated to see. Oh, thank you. It was one of those episodes that I hated to see whenever it came on, and that's the fuck, what the fuck? And that was the Lost episode where it just ends. It ends with the with SpongeBob just doing a crazy walk cycle to music, and it's like that. It's like for like 3 minutes. I used to hate that episode. It annoyed me when that came on because I don't want to watch SpongeBob. I don't want to watch this shitty looped animation. SpongeBob does care. The fuck? That'll do. SpongeBob's absorbing all the care. You could just like release like a cloud of you could just dissolve just like a tab of LSD into the water nearby, and he'll absorb it through his spongy pores. You know what? You know how I mentioned a while ago, and it's actually in one of the videos from some time, I can't remember which one. I mentioned that picture of Sandy with a large penis sucking up cars. Just another thing to add to all the manner of things that I have on my computer. I have that picture on my computer, I think, because I was going to put it in the video somehow, and I couldn't, because it's just the entire picture is just rancid. So I couldn't put that anywhere, and so now it's just somewhere on my hard drive. I think it might be in one of the project folders for that video, or in the project folder for that video. Yeah, that's right. There's a picture out there of Sandy Cheeks, like 20 meters tall, with just a huge wang, sucking cars up with it. Oh, she's actually only sucking one car up. I thought there was like an entire train of them, and just loads of cars being sucked up it. But it turns out it's actually only one. So yeah, send it to you for research purposes. No. Even for research purposes, I'm not doing that, because you know what? One day, I like the. I know you're probably not actually asking for it, but I do like the idea that one day in the future I get outed and the proof is just you sending them a completely blank Discord interaction where it's only me sending you that picture and no other interaction. Okay, so look how bad, look how weird and bad and problematic Endless Bread is. He sent me this. Want to have dirt on me? In this modern day and age, anyone can make dirt on anyone. All you have to do is have had me message you on Discord once, and that's all you need. And even then, you don't even need that. If you really want to get someone in trouble, you make it all up.
Competition begins in 60 seconds.
Thank you. I'm gonna assume you want that to be pronounced lobby. But it could also be LC Baby.
It was a mistake to come here.
Welcome to the bread basket, Luckby.
Or it could be Luckby. That is also the way of pronouncing it. But thank you for the 5 bits. I appreciate them. How welcome, and thank you for following as well. I appreciate that. Imagine an advanced human civilization finding that picture and asking themselves what the fuck it was all about. Liberty City, baby. Land of the free, home of the opportunity. There's only one. Meant to be lobby when it was taken. That's why I've got TV at the end of my name, because someone chose Endless Bread. I think. Maybe I was just an idiot. I don't like the idea of putting TV at the end of my name. At a distance, C definitely looks like an O. It looks better than having a 0. I don't really like it when I see people that have numbers to... Oh, I wonder why I was being pushed along. I don't really like it when you see people with numbers to move to I was gonna simulate letters. What do I mean? Maybe I'm an idiot. I can't remember. I made this account over a year ago. I made this account a year ago, and I made the name on a whim. In fact, I was playing on this map in this exact room when I came up with the name Endless Bread. Because at the time, I was streaming under a different name, under a different account, just to test it out and see what it was like, see what I was getting up to. And my friend was like, I kind of want to know what your... I hadn't told my friend what my username was. And so he was like, I kind of want to know what your username is, because I kind of want to see what you're doing. But at the same time, it's like, I also don't. And we were talking about edgy usernames. People who have, like, you know, xxx so sad 69 .wav or whatever as their username. You know, people have like Eternal Darkness with an edgy picture of like Kirito from Sword Art Online. Just those sort of things. It's like obvious that they think they're cooler than they actually are. No offense if you've got one of those. Be my guest. You know, slay. XXX stiff sock HDXX. My origin, I think it's my origin. Yeah, my origin account username is XXX man pusher XXX. But like we were joking about that, how people have names like that, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I kind of want to know what your username is on Twitch now." And I was like, "Well, you know, I think it was something like we mentioned that a horrible like one of those like horrible usernames would be someone having the username Endless Dread." And I then joked, like, he's like, "Oh, what's your username?" And I went, "Oh," I jokingly went, "Oh, it rhymes with endless bread." To which I then immediately went, "Endless, I kind of like that," and wrote it down. And so, yeah, I think the inverse of endless bread is now has to be, possibly could be endless dread. I see a spy behind us now. No, you can't have it back. You wonder if it's taken. I would be surprised if that was taken. If Stiff Sock HD man pussy XXX. Actively trying to queue into my game. It's not impossible. One of my viewers did that the other day. They just appeared in my game. When I asked, they're like, "Oh yeah, no, I just appeared. It just happened." Did I just... What? I think I just hallucinated an enemy demo running past me backwards. I want to know if, you know, people who have like hallucinations, schizophrenia or otherwise, could they imagine something in the game? Or would they be able to tell that the hallucination was outside of it? Like, if I was hallucinating like a little green man running around in here, do you think I'd hallucinate it in the game, like properly? You're Canadian, not EU. You could still get in, I think. There's still a chance you could get in. You've got a stiff suck under your bed. I just started wondering, like, it was just something that I thought of. Because I can imagine, like, definitely people could hallucinate game stuff in the real world. Imagine if the only thing you hallucinated was a hood. Like, you had a crosshair in the middle of your viewfinder. If you had a crosshair in the middle of your view and like a mini map in the corner of your vision, and that's the only thing you hallucinated. Wonder if the barcode on the back of 47's head actually leads to anything. It must do. You scan it and it's like a box of eggs from Tesco. Has anyone ever played a game where there hasn't been a crosshair, but your bullets like always go center, and so you use like a bit of blue tack or something and stick it in the middle of the screen? I did that for, I can't remember which game it was called now that I think about it. I should have thought about that before starting this. But it was like a game where you're on like a pogo stick or something. You got like a gun that looks like a pogo stick in front of you. It's like a minimalist game, and the whole thing is about getting to the end of like each individual mini level pretty quick. And I remember that doesn't have a crosshair, but part of like the requirements to beat the mission is that you have to hit targets, and you got to do it as fast as possible with as few shots as possible. And I cheated by putting a bit of blue tack in the center of my screen so I could use that as a crosshair. 2 pence for an egg. That's fucking... that's hopeful, that is. Actually, I don't know how much eggs are in the UK. I don't eat eggs. I don't like them. I don't like many foods. You'll learn that pretty quick, Lobby. If you stick around long enough, you'll learn that I have an incredibly unrefined palate. that it consists solely of chicken nuggets and pizza. Befitting of a Twitch streamer, I would say. No joke, you think you've hallucinated a crosshair before? I saw that. Where is he? Ah, never mind. Didn't have to worry about it. I've recently started, like, hallucinating, like, black figures in the corner of my vision just occasionally. I think that's something that I should probably be slightly concerned about. They don't usually get up to anything, and they don't do anything, and it's not like it's a problem. Sometimes they offer me wisdom in the form of flashcards. Imagine having hallucinations, but the only thing they ever do is like offer you help. That you never have to like revise or study for a test because you've got like your demons. Oh, there's a fake bread in the game. That's good. Now I can Oh, that's friendly. I'm an idiot. I was just saying I freaked him into freaking out into thinking that I think I freaked him out. Maybe I have a goblin or gnome infestation. That could be a thing. That is a frequent. Oh, sorry, heavy. Sorry, snot. Oh, I punished myself. A lot of stuff happened in my head right there. But no, yeah, the UK does have a huge problem with gnomes and goblins. The further south you go, the more gnomes you get, and so further north you go, the more goblins you get. They're like the UK's equivalent of cockroaches. They get in the walls. You could use an emotional support hallucination. I do find that just like, it seems like kind of paradoxical, but it seems like something that could possibly be real, that you could actually have hallucinations that help you. I have a hallucination, and the only thing it does is come up behind me and call me the F slur. It's like, that's not useful.
Mission begins in 60 seconds.
Look at that! Look at that! Look at— oh, that was close. Actually, it was nowhere near. Fuck, I love goblins and gnomes. I like real world goblins and gnomes. Like in World of Warcraft, there's two goblins. There's a goblin and gnome race, and I don't like those. They're boring.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
You can't get in. That's unfortunate. That's my words of advice. Ah. Oh, that medic on it. The good medic that is.
10 seconds.
The UK servers are far. Ah. I know that it is. I think it is possible. I've played with Americans before. I know you said Canada. Canada. Yeah, sure. Ah. Never mind. Your hallucination is an Asian dad always coming up to you, offering you spring rolls and calling you a failure. Let me drink my maple syrup. That's thin, isn't it? This might be a weird question, but maple syrup is a thin liquid in it. It's not thick. Like, I might be viscous, but I would vomit if I drank a lot of it. I've never drank authentic maple syrup. But you're also, you know, you're underestimating my ability to drink sugary foods, to consume sugar. That's only a hallucination for you. Oh no. Sometimes I feel like my parents should have been a little bit more disappointed in me. It's like molasses. Oh, okay. I've always just kind of, whenever I see, like, you know, do you want a whip? No, it's alright. I probably should have hit him earlier. But it's just like kind of like a stereotype, I think, and you see people like drinking maple syrup, and I was like, I never thought that it was like thin enough to be able to drink. Away. Go away. Leave me alone. I'm panicking. And I don't have a plan. Maybe Zach is just something we all hallucinated. I know, he showed up for a brief moment. And like like Swiper and Dora the Explorer, we all just go, Zaka, no zacking. Zaka, no zacking. It's mass psychosis. The most I've ever had in terms of maple syrup is, I think, you can get microwave pancakes that are like by the same people that make microwave hot dogs and the like, and inside it, or on the packaging and inside it, it has what is labeled a syrup-like substance. So yeah, this is I like when you see products that you just assume there's something and then they immediately just go, it's a, you know, maple syrup like substance. Legally we can't call it maple syrup. Or like in America, like legally you can't, some, it's like Dairy Queen, I think, legally can't call it ice cream or something like that. I might be misremembering that, but I know there's a number of things that I hear where it's like, yeah, you can't call that. It's not. Or like orange juice. I think there's certain types of orange juice in America that can't be classified as orange juice. There we go. It's got 3 snipers they have. There we go. Oh, that's an enemy sniper rather.
Sniper is straightforward in spawn.
Playing soldier is really addictive and easy. Like it's I've played it enough, I think, where I don't even think about it. Like to an extent, I do a little bit still. But I mean I don't do that. I'm at the front line with 50 health. Hi medic. But like I can stream for like 3 hours and accidentally play soldier without thinking about it. And it's the same with like playing the same map. That's one thing I notice about when streaming is that when looking back through my videos or my streams, I look at what we've been doing and it's like each video looks like it comes from the same game, and it's like, no, that's like 3 different games. Just TF2 players really don't like changing maps. Bobby, I think you're the first person to come to my stream who's from, I was going to say Canada again. I don't know why I keep saying Canada. The Canadian Guard. One, here we go. Collecting them all. You're chugging some black tea with lemon juice and some honey, and it's really soothing. You're keeping yourself. You're oh. You're all huddled up, keeping yourself comfy. You know what? I think I've said it before, but I kind of like I think I like being ill. Not like vomiting profusely. That isn't something. You're paying the comfy. The fuck does that? Oh, okay. Hi, Cinder. Oh wait, Cinder, I got something. I've got something for you. There you go. But no, like I don't. Can I watch right now? If you stream long enough, you'll be like later. Okay. But no, like I don't like being ill per se. But what I do like is feeling sorry for myself. Do you know what I mean? When you get an excuse to sort of just sit around and feel shit. Sometimes you just want to feel shit. It's like you can't have the high times without the low times. I was saying it in the Wars in the streams. Halo, I'm gonna say a lot of things a lot of times because I haven't got much to say. I don't do much. You know what I do have to say though? And that is that while I was out in town today, I saw an older man wearing a "I don't need Google because my wife knows everything" t-shirt. I saw him twice, and I wish I could have taken a picture of it. Because he looked like the fucking most sad human being I've ever seen following his wife around. And it was the first time I've ever seen like one of those stupid novelty t-shirts out in the wild. You like not having to work but being sick is that but you're being sick isn't actually being sick. Ah. See, that's not good. Even worse for me, I think. Well, I feel like it's probably fairly normal for people. Interesting. I feel like it's probably not too... Oh, it's probably not too unheard of. I think I might have a fear of vomit. Like, just anything relating to it. But like I said, I think that's probably quite... What the fuck has happened to my bitrate? What is going on? Why is it doing that? Am I still live? I must be. Oh, it's calming down now. The stream broke. Briefly. Wait, with a bit. Wait, what? Who the fuck is sapping my internet? Who's downloading porno on my internet?
3, 2, 1.
Fucking. Nothing should be downloading. You can see me jacking off. Stop it. Stop looking. Is it? It's not the War Thunder update because I updated that earlier. Wait, there's already another update. What the fuck? What do you mean? What do you mean another update? How do you fuck it up? It's probably fine. It's only the bit rate's only a little bit lower than usual. That's another thinking about. That's another reason why YouTube can be better in the long run for streaming. Is that on YouTube you're allowed to go up to like a bit rate of like 10,000 or something. If you have the capabilities to, you can stream in 4K on YouTube. Although there doesn't actually seem to be a hard cap on how much you can. Or there doesn't seem to. It's not really a very obvious hard cap on your bitrate for Twitch. You just kind of have to push it until Twitch stops that, starts throttling it. Oh, excuse me. All right, it's gone back to being green now, so it's probably fine. But yes, I have a fear of vomit. That's what you missed if it did in fact lag. Hello, that's not what I expected to see. But I should have done, because that's a very common spot to put a turret. The War Thunder update is really annoying. Why? Is it internet-wise? Because it's sapping your internet? Or because it's 10 gigabytes? Or because you don't like the French? All of which are valid problems. You're speeding the F4E, which just sucks at 11.0. Surely that's not the update's fault, though. Why is that card stopped, maggots? Everyone's playing 11. Oh, okay. Wait, I'm sure. I suppose you. I saw that. I sort of spied. Just grab that. Just grab that health. I'm not an idiot. I know what spies do. I've played this game long enough. I'm constantly aware of ammo packs and medkits just in front of me disappearing. What was I think I know, but what is different about the new F14? I think it's got the updated engines, hasn't it? I think it's got updated engines. I think, doesn't it have like a new version of the Phoenix missile as well? I think the only vehicle out of the update that I want is the BTR. Because I just like that vehicle. Just in general, it's a cool looking vehicle. I probably won't use it though. Which is another reason why I don't know when I'll go back to War Thunder, is because I don't actually know like why I'd play it anymore. And the AIM 7 MS that the F-16 has. I assume if it's an AIM 7, then that means it's a radar missile. New Phoenix. I assume you're saying that you're listing and it can do ground attacking because of laser bombs. I assume you're not listing that as part of the Phoenix missile. But yeah, okay. It becomes more of a multi-role fighter. Which I suppose is good. I'm more interested in... It's more like some of the minor things. It's in a lot of the... In most Team Fortress... In most War Thunder updates, I'm more interested in... I'm more interested in like the miniature little bonus things that they add. Like I mentioned, they're adding wires to the tow missiles, which are cool, or at least the wire guided ones. Do I not like the original rocket launcher? What, just the original? I got nothing against it. It's I mean it's the same, innit? It's the same launcher. It's just the rockets come out the center as opposed to coming off slight to the side, which does mean that you can shoot round corners like that with this. Because they come out from the side, which means you can do things like this, which is usually useful. You probably could do that with the original, but it's, you know, it's also just because I have a strange rocket launcher. This is just it's a strange rocket launcher, and I don't have it. I usually only really use the guns that have strangers for. Fuck off, bugger off. Get off my land. Stop this. You're gonna run out of metal soon, like then. Run out myself suck my ass. It's a capability that you don't have in your stock Phantom, which puts you at a distinct disadvantage. I could never get them to work. That was my problem for radar missiles. Even when I got them on my Phantom, I had no idea what I was doing. I have no idea how to fix it. To use it, sorry. I don't know why I said fix it. I had no idea to properly use them. Because I could never lock onto a target within range, and by the time that I got within range of being able to use them, they were in maneuvering range, and it was like I could just spend more time. I could just stock up on the AIM 9 E's? Can't remember which ones it was. Your original was named Prince Harry's circumcised penis. I've got an Australian black box that I've renamed to Nice Toes because I spend all my time shooting at people's feet. Someone is singing happy birthday to someone in the gym at work. Are they a good singer? Do you want to go join in? I think you should join in. I think you should record it awkwardly and upload it to TikTok to get to become big and famous. Why did no one test that spy? It was obviously trying to dodge its way through everyone and beeline it to the heavy. We make it or not, we got each other, and that's poor soldier. You know what knows you? People with the premium jets on bases, like, fuck off, they all have bells and whistles already, and you're out here grinding for the most basic shit. Yeah, but it's easy, and most people who use premium jets aren't good at the game, like me. I will use my F5C to bomb bases, and you will like it. I'm not good at jets, but I'm good at flying low and bombing bases. My spacebar is very well used. The F5C is shit anyway. It has 2 missiles and 2 guns that can't damage shit. The missiles can, if you use them right, they're alright, but the guns are awful. You think there's some kind of volleyball summer camp going on? Is it hot? As in, like, sexy hot? Is it like a... Is it like large muscular men? Then again, if you say it's a summer camp, then it's probably not. It's disappointing. I wanted to be able to witness like the volleyball scene from from that show, the film. I can't remember the name of. Don't refer to me by my first name as if it's like, you know, as if I'm committing a cardinal sin. I was wanting to know if it was like if it was big muscly men bashing balls around. I can't know that it's a camp for children without you specifying it initially. Oh yeah, my first name is Endless. I forgot about that. I thought I referred to people refer to me as Bread so frequently I forget that there's part of I forget that Endless is part of it. I kind of feel bad for people referring to me as Endless, as Bread, sorry. I don't refer to me as Endless either, that's even weirder. But just the fact that I think there's already YouTubers out there that have the name Bread, and it's like, I just feel like I'm encroaching into their territory. But yes, I was thinking of Top Gun. Never seen Top Gun, never will. But I know that there is a scene in which sweaty men high-five and play volleyball. And that the enemy in it, the Soviet vehicle is an F5. Hey TV, how's it going? I suppose that's why eventually using my real name would be useful, because then you can because then I don't have to worry about like stealing other people's usernames. But you'll see then you know too much about me, and you know. Choosing usernames is hard in this day and age. I suppose some people have it easy because some people have like a username that they've used for years and that's their username. You know what I mean? They just use that on Twitch and then they just happen to get big because it's usually you can tell that they're the people that just started doing Twitch for fun. That's why some people have taken to calling me Brad. That is true, yeah. Or you've got like Cinder who just changes my name every time he comes into the stream, which I think is fair. Like I said, I want to get to the point where I have a wiki page about me and it's like, it is under the real name section, it's just a long list. If I give you my credit card number, we can refer to you with that. Alright. Here's my here's my credit card. There you go. I don't actually know what these numbers mean on here. This isn't a credit card, this is a loyalty card for game that's like about as old as I am. I don't even think this card works anymore. I don't think they take it anymore. How's it going, Clive? I'm gonna change my name to Nigel. I look like a Clive. I don't think anyone's been called Clive for the past 40 years. You slammed your keyboard, mixed the letters, and got your username. But it's like my in-game username, my Steam username is Little Bok, and that comes from just me and my friend being weebs. Or, you know, liking anime. Specifically the Hitari Bocce game? Anime. Oops. So then, so we have little and big. And that and that's where we got those names from. But other than that, it's like one of my really old names was Epic Boomer. I don't know why that I had that username because you know epic's a cool word and I was thinking of the boomer from Left 4 Dead at the time. Soldier. That's a long lost. That doesn't have. I don't think there's much, if anything, tied to that username. Days of. Oh, that was what my original World of Warcraft character was called. That's what the username was. That was what my when I first played World of Warcraft. I was a mage. Da, 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 da. Epic Boomer sounds like something you say instead of okay Boomer. It sounds like something that boomers would say to try and reclaim the word. You're gonna start calling me boozer now for no particular reason. I am not a boozer. I may be a loser, and I may be a hypocrite. I may be a liar, and I may be wanted in 4 states of America. But I'm not a boozer. How many I was gonna say how many states could I get wanted in America before going there, and I was gonna say all of them with one simple tweet. I could very easily get banned from just the United States of America. I could have a couple of nice gentlemen show up at my the boarding landing when I get there. Oh, no, he's running like a regular guy. A couple jolly gentlemen is what I like to call them. Showing up with a piece of paper that has my exact tweet on it, saying, "What did you mean by this?" I mean, some guy got like banned from America because he made a tweet, you know, because he was going to America with his girlfriend or whatever, and made a tweet saying, I'm about to blow up America," and then had to explain to him that means that he's just gonna get really fucking drunk. Could you make names out of American state names like Nebraska or Washington? Arkansas. Cansol. Sure. I don't know what you could do for New York. No, I got nothing for New York. I don't know all the states. I want to let you know a little secret. My door's open today. You can't see it because it's actually closed, but I mean it's not like shut completely. Calais.
It was a mistake to come here.
Welcome to the breadbasket, Anvil Broskio.
Hi Anvil, welcome. Thank you for following. I appreciate it. Oh, by the way, I don't know who here remembers, but that Bethany Irish that followed me while I was playing WoW immediately unfollowed. Just want you to know that person did actually unfollow the moment that they followed me. But no, thank you Anvil or Broskio. It could be either or. I hope you're doing well. In German, you have a thing called, is that Jorg or Jorg or Jorg? Yar. Yor. Oh. I don't know if you wanted to fight. I feel bad about doing that. That's why sometimes you call New York New York. But you're welcome, Anvil. That's the nicest thing I've ever said to anyone. Jorg? Wait, I can't remember. I've already forgotten how I was pronouncing it. Siggy, in German, is thousand just close to the word thousand? Because I was thinking about the 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 artillery piece that Germany has, that's like the whatever some of the Panzerhaubützen Haubützen or whatever, 1,000. It's like 2,000. I heard someone pronounce it, and they're like the 2,000 the wait. I can't remember what this, I can't remember what German for 2 is, but you know what I mean. and I was like, oh, is it just 1,000? 1,000 would be 1,000, I assume. Just watch your boss pick a lock that he accidentally locked. You know, you better be afraid of him. Alright, the demo man. What is this demo doing? That's fucking threatening, that is. That's fucking terrifying. Oh. The Panzerhaubitze 2000, yes. Panzerhaubitze 2000. I can't speak English. Shouldn't try and speak German. Just 2 of your words are longer than an entire English sentence. There's spiders right here. Close enough. German. I was going to say, I'd refer to you as German then. I don't know if I can refer to just a person by their language or nationality. You speak English, so that's all that matters. That's the true British way of thinking about things. I don't need to learn your language because you learnt mine first. Britain were playing the long game. We knew we were going to lose the empire and everything one day, but we knew that we were going to try and make it simple for our future generations, that we're never going to have to learn another language. Britannia may fall, but the English language will live for 1,000 years. And everyone goes, those are some dodgy words that you're saying right there, Britannia. Someone else famously said they'll live for 1,000 years. Ugh. Oh wait, it's probably a bot that's showing. I'm not doing too well. Wait, oops! Don't fucking bring up chance. You never know what's going to be hiding in there. Sometimes I downloaded Duolingo once to try and learn a language, or at least learn some words in a different language. And I don't think I have to tell you the language that I was looking at learning, because I think you could probably guess just based on me. But I'll spare you the thought and say that it was Japanese. I was gonna to try and learn that, and I stopped like immediately because I just gave up. I was like, this is fucking. I'm not smart enough for this. I haven't got the brain power to remember all this. Oh, gone. Learning languages is hard. I respect anyone who's learnt more than 1, and I respect anyone who's learnt more than 2 even more. And honestly, by the time that you're learning more than 3, my respect dips, because it's like, what else? Surely you've got something else to do with your time at that point. It's like, it's still impressive, but it gets diminishing returns, you know what I mean? After the first one, it's like, oh, pretty good. Well, depending if you're outside of the UK, that is, or outside of the UK or America. But you get to the first, second, and maybe even third ones. It's like, wow, that's pretty good. You're multilingual. After that, it gets diminishing returns. It's like, oh, right, what are you trying to prove? What you're hiding. The more accolades someone has, the more they have to hide, is what I'm saying. Which is why you shouldn't trust those North Korean generals that just have chests covered in medals. It's the fact that in the update they introduced the not saying that, can't say that. I think I might accidentally, cast some kind of necromancy spell if I say that. For the German armed forces, you can't just casually put a vehicle in that's got a name that's that long and expect me to try and say it. I see what you're trying to do there. I don't know why they added that in though, Siggy. That is it's a silly vehicle, but at the same time, I don't know why they put it in. Like we have to, it's just that Swedish thing, that on a tank, small tank chassis. Oh no, it is a tank chassis. Oh, fortunate. Where the fucking medics come from? Like people go to uni just so they don't have to go to work. Yeah. You go to work, you go to uni, and it's like you could study something useful. You know, I'm gonna go to uni and learn engineering. You know, I'm gonna learn architecture, something that's useful. No, you learn philosophy. You just don't want to get a job. You just want to be able to say that you went to university. What did you go to university for? Oh, I studied ancient Greece. Ancient Greek, sorry. Yeah, I went to uni. I got £6,000 in debt. Maybe even more than that. I got £10,000 in debt, but I can speak fluent ancient Greek. I can't say much. I don't have a job. I didn't go to uni, and I don't have a job right now, so I can't say too much. I dropped out of sixth form. You studied ancient Greece. Yes, this is quite slippery. This is. In English, it's the twin rocket dispenser on the IFV HS-30. Is sure. That's a very utilitarian translation. And again, I feel like that's probably the same. A lot of American and a lot of things are usually just like, you know, high mobility test vehicle or something. It's like the HSV or whatever it's called. It's just the high survivability vehicle. Da, da, da. Oh, there's nothing here. There's one. I found one. I got him in my sights. Come here. Oh, I feel bad about doing that one. That person didn't look like they know what they're doing. It seems like they made it out on a complete whim and had no idea what to do. How many hours do I have in the game? I'm going to be embarrassed to tell you that, based on how I've been playing. Some games have been fine. I got 1,834. Yeah, the HSTVL. That's what I meant. It's very straightforward in what it is. Yes, I have over 1,800 hours in this game. And sometimes you can see it. Sometimes you look at the things that I do and go, yeah, that's someone who knows how to play the game. And then other times you wonder how I even managed to hold onto the keyboard. Where the heck? Oh, that's a bot, that is. Sorry, medic. Alright, stop both healing me. That's diminishing return. It's not diminishing returns, it just doesn't work. Just wasting time. Stop this. I'm ignoring that. Rule number 6 of Bread Cup, someone else's problem until it becomes mine, like then. Then again, it's a good thing you don't watch me, it's a good thing you've started watching me playing Team Fortress 2, or at least found me while I was playing Team Fortress 2, and didn't watch me play something like War Thunder, because I have over 3,000 hours in that game. Or is it... Am I over or coming up to? I need to find out. I need to find out just to make the point. No, I have 2,800 hours in War Thunder, and I play like I've just installed the game. Oh, how many years have I been playing for? A long time. Like I have the let me see if I can find it. You can see when I first ever pressed play on the game. If I find the the badge that you get. I don't know where it is in all this. It's in order, so it's here. Yeah, the first time I ever played the game was on the 2nd of October 2011, but I didn't actually start playing the game a lot until maybe like whatever year COVID was. Me and my friend used to play it a lot. Yeah, you have to try harder than that to trick stab me. But yeah, bots, they're still a thing. They're not. The thing is, they're not always as big of a problem. Occasionally, servers will get overrun by them, but that's usually when a server's about to die anyway. After a while, the matchmaker will just stop putting people into certain servers. I don't know why. It's just pop whatever for whatever reason. Servers just eventually get abandoned, and so if you stay in it for long enough, the number of players will go down, and the numbers being added into it will go down. But then all of a sudden, like just a huge amount of bots will just appear inside it. Which is annoying, but at least the bots are in empty servers. TF2 server Darwinism. Yeah, the bad servers. It kind of is though. Like the servers that have just people constantly leaving or that have left, they just die out. But yeah, they are still. It's annoying when you find one, and especially when you come up against a team that isn't experienced enough to know how to deal with them. It doesn't happen too often, but occasionally you will get a team that just doesn't deal with them because they just don't know how to or can't, because some of the anti-bot measures are stopping the bots from being removed. You think TF2 was your first PC game that wasn't a Flash game? It's a great. I mean. It's basically a Flash game. That's not the point I was gonna make. No, it's a great game. Like it's impressive that it's lasted this long. Like it's still like the 7th most played game on Steam at any given moment. Like it's not got a huge amount of players, but it's still like for what it is. For as long as it's been going, it's impressive. But me and my friend got heavy into Team Fortress 2. I think it was during COVID when we were just at home and we did nothing but play TF2 all the time, and we still do. Well, it stopped recently because I kind of was getting bored of it, and I sort of was like, do you want to do something else? So just play Team Fortress every time that we play games. We'd come online at like 8 or 9 in the evening, and we'd play it until like 2 in the morning. And I was like, I'm bored. I'm fed up of Team Fortress 2, of just doing that every night. And it's streaming it, which might be weird considering this was like 3 weeks ago, and in around the same time I started streaming it. Don't worry about it. It's not important. But yeah, we did used to play it a ton. Recently we got most of our time recently had been spent playing on jump maps on Jump Academy. Either Jump Academy the actual server or Jump Academy the rotation server. How's the Alzheimer's doing? You know what? I think today it's been pretty good. I think there's not been a huge amount of it. There's been a little bit. There's been a few tingles of it. You know, my brain's gone numb a couple of times, but other than that, you know, it's not been too bad. I'm gonna try to play heavy again. But no, it's definitely. Sorry, medic. I don't mean to call you. You can get it's the same with any game. You can get burnt out on it very easily if you're not careful, and especially like I said during COVID when I was out of work. At the time, I was out of work because of the government telling everyone to not go outside. So was he. Sorry, we were both out of work, and it was like all we were doing. And then when we have so many other games, like we've got so many games that we've like bought. I feel like everyone's the same. You buy a game and you play it for like 10 minutes and you never play it again. That's what me and my friend would do though. We would just do that. I'd be like, oh, this game's really good, we should play it. And so we'd get it and we'd play it for like an hour and then just go back to play Team Fortress 2. Or we'd play it for an evening. And then the next time we play, we'd be like, alright, let's play TF2 instead. So recently we've been going through and playing some of the games. Like I remember one of the games that we bought was Dead Rising 2 off the record, because I was like, oh, we should play that at some point, because we used to like Dead Rising 2 when we were younger. And we played it for probably about 4 hours and did nothing. We just played around in the sandbox, and then we never touched it again until, I say never doesn't work in this situation, but until recently we finally was like, we should play that. And that was one of the games that sort of stopped us from playing Team Fortress 2. We went through and played Dead Rising 2 off the record. And then after that, my friend was like, do you want to play through Dead Rising 2, the original? And I was like, yeah, of course I do. any excuse to play Dead Rising 2 is an excuse I will take. It's a fun game. And now we're currently playing Project Zomboid. It helps to keep things fresh. The problem with Project Zomboid, though, and it's the same with a lot of those sort of survival games, is there's no end to them. So you just keep going. Oh, sorry, Paro. There's no end to them, and so you just kind of play until you get bored. Like, at least with Dead Rising 2, there is a definitive end to both of those games. We'll probably end up playing Dead Rising 3 as well at some point. We've never played that. Although we're playing Project Zomboid together, as in on our own little private world. We're not. Both of us are far too shy to go on public worlds with that. It's like playing games. What? Imagine if my friend's lurking on my streams. He wouldn't show up. I think he does. I have an idea of who he is. He won't tell me what his username is. He refuses to tell me what his username is, but I think I know who it is. I don't want to say it just so other people, just so you don't, bother him if he shows up and it isn't actually him. But I'm pretty certain I know who it is, or at least I think I do, because I said I brought it up to him once. I was like, "Are you this person?" And he was like, "No, I'd never have a username like that." I was like, I'd never have a username like that. To which I then thought about it a little bit, and I went, no, he absolutely would have a username like that, and that's absolutely the something that he would say in response to me asking that question. So I was like, I think I know who it is, and it's also someone who just shows up because he doesn't use Twitch. He's the same sort of he uses YouTube, and even when he watches YouTube, he wouldn't watch anything like that. Anything like this, sorry. And so it's like he shows up into it, he says hi, and then disappears. It's Zaka. I think, who was it? It was Shelby. Shelby scared me because of the way that he spoke in some situations. Made me think that it could possibly be one of my other friends, a friend that I stopped talking to a long time ago. You're my friend. Send me 600 quid. I'd never send my friend 600 quid. I wouldn't send my friend like a small, presumably like plaster bust of I think of Lenin. I think he's got that on his desk somewhere. Sent it to him for his birthday. I don't know when his birthday is. It was either Lenin or Marx. I can't remember who it was. But I'm pretty certain. I've come to the conclusion that most people in my chat are no one that I know personally. I also my dad follows me, but he's never spoken in the chat. But he has very, very occasionally, clicked on the stream. No offense, but I look like a paler, more British version of is that El Maxo? I don't know who that is. But you don't have to be afraid of offending me when it comes to what I look like, because I am it's surprising that I'm alive, really, if you look at me. When you learn about my diet and what I look like, and you go, hold on. What dark magics are you using to keep yourself alive? I don't know who we're kicking because I'm on streamer mode, and I kind of don't want to. I'm abstaining from this vote because earlier they tried to kick someone, presumably just because they had trans rights in their name, and so I don't want to. But from context clues, that's what I can guess. That's the first most times we compare. Oh yeah, you compare me to Finstar. Let me look up Lmax now. Is there? Oh, it's his second channel, so that's presumably him. Oh, I don't see it. I mean, maybe if you dehydrated him a little bit. Oh, that's not got his face in it. Why is it? Possibly. Maybe if you, like I say, if you dehydrate him a little bit. I should check him out. Probably won't. not in an offensive way to him. Just I probably won't. just an honesty thing. I'm too if you don't have more than 4 million subscribers, I won't watch you. Not true. I don't watch TF2 YouTubers, that's the real reason. I just I play TF2 and stream it occasionally. But I don't watch TF2 YouTubers. The only one that I ever watched is like if Lazy Purple puts a video out. And I saw a Rubik's Cube now. It's one of those things that I've kind of thought about doing once, just learning. But then like I saw that, then I like kind of saw how you would do it. And it has like everything has like different like numbers and letters assigned to everything, and I was like, it's starting to look too difficult for me. The best way to do it is get one that you can peel the stickers off. Just rearrange it. My number of the number of skills that I have is remarkably low. I was even going to learn to juggle at one point. Didn't do that. Stopped that immediately. Tried it once. I was like, this is hard, and stopped. You can send me a super easy to understand video. I don't want to have to pay for I don't have to buy a Rubik's Cube. I saw this Rubik's Cube in half. Now I'm gonna reassemble it with flexi glue. I want to meet him. No, I don't. I've got no interest in meeting the flex tape guy. I'm not John Tron. Jonathan Tronley. Not that letter and number stuff. I just can't bother. I just don't want to buy a Rubik's Cube. Maybe if I see one when I'm out and about one day and I'm like, I'll buy one of those. For this. I think I'm afraid of you. I am a little bit. Here, put a nibble on this. That reminds you of when your mates just take Rubik's Cubes apart and put them back together. See, it's easy. People think that using a Rubik's Cube, solving a Rubik's Cube is hard. No, you just need to be a little bit crafty. You gotta just take it apart, pull it apart, put it back together again. It's not hard. It's remarkably easy compared to having to actually solve it. See? It's like, why? I don't see why people made Rubik's Cubes. I think it's just there to make people feel better than anyone else. It's just a way of making you go, hey, look at me. I'm better than you. I can solve a Rubik's Cube. It's like crossword puzzles or Sudoku. Fuck. What? Like what? No one in their right mind cares to do those. The only people who do those are the sort of people that like to hold them up in front of you and say, look, I can solve this Sudoku puzzle. You know what? I'll remove crosswords from that because that's just something that you do for, you know, that's like a random, that's a knowledge thing. Anything that involves math or logic or anything like that, you're just doing it to make yourself feel better. Get rid of that. I'm not really too bothered about what's going on. Okay, he's dead. It's like, sorry, you don't know how people find Sudoku and crosswords fun at all. I can understand crosswords at the very least because that's like, for the most part, it's just like your own way of doing like a trivia game. You know, it's like being able to do a private trivia game kind of thing. It's like I can get it, but yeah, Sudoku I don't really get. I was never able to do it on any more than like a basic 3x3 grid, which might make you go, that's actually the smallest grid it can be, and that's the bare minimum for being able to do a Sudoku. To which I say, yes, that is true. I like playing. You know what? Actually, saying all that, it is a little bit hypocritical of me because I do quite like playing Minesweeper. That's something that I do spend some time playing. I don't do any of the massive ones. I've got a Minesweeper app on my phone, and sometimes when I can't remember to get out of bed, I just sit in my bed doing Minesweeper. That is pretty. I wouldn't say fun. I wouldn't say it's fun, but it's definitely. At least it's something, you know. It's putting my brain to use slightly. Oh, that's a ubered heavy right there. What? I don't look at the fact I'm going 5 and 12. Not in Perth. Ever played Minesweeper IRL? No. Not many not many minefields in the UK, to be surprisingly. Unfortunately, I think it'd be a better way of saying that. I think it'd be fun if we just littered the landscape with a few minefields here and there. But no, it's just funny. It'd keep people off the land, you know. If you've got a problem with like, if farmers have a problem with dogs coming in and harassing their cattle, their sheep, because that's a consistent complaint of farmers in the UK. You just install a minefield around it. just cover. I was gonna say fill it with bouncing betties, but that's not really too useful. The dog would be underneath it. But you know, just feel like a thin ring. Yeah, you have to contend with the fact that a few sheep are going to get lost to mines every now and then. But it would keep the dog walkers out. Wait, who did that? Oh wait, did it get turned off? It got turned off. I've got the Ardennes forest in my head for some reason. It's because I was thinking about Siggy, and I was thinking about Siggy being in Europe and minefields, and I was going to say Siggy do that in the Ardennes, but I don't know. I don't think you're close to the Ardennes based on context clues. The closest I think I could get to like a minefield, I think, is if I was is down south. Is if I went down south to the to like the live firing ranges in Dorset. But I don't actually know if there would be many much accidentally unspent ammunition down there, considering the UK doesn't use anything like that. Geneva Convention's more like the Geneva checklist. I want to go to the Geneva Convention. I've never noticed this here. Pest controls, the rodent control station number 7. It's just a shovel. I like the little things around. I like little things around TF2 like that. Down here. Tell me what's down there. I don't think I want to find out. I like that down south there are just parts of the It's all like public private land down there, and so there's like loads of roads that you can only go down at certain times of the year, because of, at other times they're practicing on they're practicing tankery and other shooting. There's like a flag that goes up when it's like you can't go down here. We're shooting explosives down range, and like from up high you can see like all the tank ranges that they have. It's also great because you can just, as you're driving around down there, not like a drive, but when I've been down there, you just see like armored vehicles like warriors and challengers, just maybe it's the challengers, but you do see armored vehicles just driving around the roads, and it's like you're just going down this country road and like a lightly armored vehicle just comes down the other way. Hello. I'm on the team of that potentially has cheaters on it. I don't know. What's my favorite game of all time? That's a difficult question. I ain't got one, honestly. Because you know what? No, it's Rugrats Royal Ransom on the GameCube. The GameCube, not the GameCube Advance. That's not a game. Not try getting in kicked. Who are we? I could try. I don't know who it is. I don't know who they want me to try and kick. Because I'm playing in streamer mode, so I can't see anyone's name. It's the heavy medic that they don't like, and I can't do anything about it. Top 5. It's difficult because I don't remember many of the games that I play, and I've never really. I would say okay. I think Legend of Zelda: Twilight Princess, that's up there somewhere. That's the game I really enjoyed. Elden Ring I enjoyed. I don't know if Elden Ring would be in the top 5 or like that high up, but Elden Ring's pretty high up there. Bloodborne's pretty high up there. Just due to the fact that I have a lot of nostalgia around it. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, the original Modern Warfare 2, that's pretty high up there, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I would say that these are my favorite games though. I quite like Legend of Zelda Wind Waker as well. That's a good game. I need to stop slurring when I say the Legend of Zelda. I just let out like one long word. Yeah, I don't know. Games have I got around my room? I don't like, because you could if you're going based on like the amount of time that I've put into games. If you're going based on the amount of time that I put into games, then War Thunder, Team Fortress 2, and Arma 3 are my 3 favorite games. But I don't know if I'd put War Thunder in my favorite game ever. I think I'd put Arma 3 in there. Arma 3 is definitely in my favorite game list. And I'd say Team Fortress 2, I do actually put that up there. Arma 3 is very fun. I still need to find a way of playing that on stream. Like a reason to. Not a reason, you know what I mean. Arma 3 is like just a sandbox game, and I don't really know what I'd do in it. I could play I could play King of the Hill. Why does anyone here have a favorite game? There we go. Boost engagement. Anyone who has a favorite game? Put this in the video, me. If you make a video from this stream, put this specific bit in the video. I'm going to look into the camera and say, leave in the comment section, do you have a favorite game? There you go. Boost engagement. Don't do that. That's shit. It's nothing. It's always it's so obvious when people in videos do that, and I understand it. I ain't hating on them for needing to do it. It helps it grows the channel by forcing people to do that. But it's just so obvious when you see people do it. Gran Turismo 6 for the PS3. I've never played a Gran Turismo game. Leave in the comment section what human rights violation I should commit next. I feel like it's anything. YouTubers will just say, yeah, just comment anything. It doesn't matter good or bad. I've been trying to find a way of doing that. I'll be honest, as much as I'm ragging on people for doing it, I have been trying to think of a way to encourage people to comment on the videos, because it definitely does help. I feel bad about asking, you know what I mean? You know me, you know how awkward I am. It just doesn't fit right. Because on on the video that did really well ages ago, Halo, I think the one that you found me on, that War Thunder one, in that one I specifically say, oh, I remember everyone who comments something nice for me, which I think encouraged some people to comment, or at least like remember them to. Remind them to. Fantasy Star Online for you. You could put World of Warcraft then in that category for me then. But I don't really do much in WoW, so that's the thing. It's like I really like the game, but I struggle to do anything in it. Like I don't do any like high level content because I'm too afraid and I'm not confident in my own abilities to put the public through that. One day I'm gonna force everyone on the stream to join my World of Warcraft guild, and we can have the Endless Bread guild, and you're not gonna have a choice in it. If you're gonna want to watch me, you have to be in the guild. Don't ask, just demand. You will leave a comment in the video. If you don't, I will come to your house and open all the jars in your cupboard. Farming sim is one of your favorites. It's just relaxing. I never really understood farming sim. Not like, obviously not in a negative way. I think I owned 2014 or 2013 and 2017. I bought it because I can remember watching, I watched the Yogscast on their Christmas live stream. They have a tradition, which is, it's vast, the tradition is completely different to what it used to be. They had a tradition, which is they'd play Farming Simulator, and it was feed a cow for Christmas. And the whole thing is that these people had no idea how to play Farming Sim. And, they had an evening to try and somehow manage to get and feed a cow. British man does not understand farming. It's not the farming part of it. I know how farming works. I just don't understand. I just don't fully. I could never understand Farming Simulator. You've owned and played every single PC release. Oh, sorry. Well, it's not my fault, really. It's like FIFA, innit? Farming Simulator is just like FIFA. You get a new one every year. It's basically the same game. British man blaming Brexit instead of incompetence for the demise of the British farming sector. Yeah, it's the damn Exeters. The damn Exeters did it. It's not my fault that I didn't water my crops for 3 months. It's not my fault that I ran out of fertilizer halfway through and didn't have any money because I spent it all on seeds. I can't help it. It's the fact that we're not in the EU anymore. I don't know why I keep clicking my tongue, and it annoys me as much as it annoys anyone who hears it, and I refuse to elaborate. But, it's my fault that we ran out of foam. It is my fault. They did put me on the day before, or maybe it was like 2 days before that. They did put me on the section where I had to crush the used foam, and I just crushed it all, even the unused stuff. They just came in and said, put the foam in the crusher, and I was like, alright. I just did. For 8 hours. There were no foam left, just in general. I was taking it straight off the back of the lorry, I was. The lorry, the truck turned up, full of foam, ready to go into the foam cutters, into the wire cutters. and I was like taking it off, put it straight in the crusher. Oh, a spy. Oh, someone got him. Halo is offering to buy people 5D chess in July. What? Why July? What? Is there a Steam sale or what? That. I'm an expert, I am. I want to become the most famous Team Fortress 2 player. I want to become more famous than Lazy Purple. No, I don't think that's possible. Actually, it probably is. Most people who stream or make TF2 YouTube videos usually end up just getting, not usually, some of them do. First, I have to be entertaining. That is true. That's the bit that I'm struggling on. That's the bit that I've yet to understand and acquire. I got the streaming part of it, and I got the Team Fortress 2 part of it. I'm just 1/3 of the way. 1/3. 2/3 of the way there. I couldn't think of a way. Couldn't think of a way to make it work. Yeah, you got like people like Germa and RT Game. They're both successful streamers now, and they started in Team Fortress. So, you know, I could be the next Germa. Is it likely? No. But it could happen. Oh yeah, because your ungodly amount of wealth is making its way back up. That's why. July is the month of the daisy flower. What does that mean? Da, 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 ba, da, da. Up. And also you want to see people other than you play it. That's fair enough. It's just in. I've removed 5D chess from the store, so I never have to play it again. No one else can get it. I've requested it get removed from my account, and I've actually got a legal restraining order preventing me from playing it. That means that your smile is as sly as a donkey biting down on a bumblebee. What? See, these... What are these? Are these like... Are these... What? Is that like a... that sounds like something that's like a rough translation of like a rural German saying. That does not translate into English. What does that mean? How the fuck... Why do you need to know Python? Or how does it work, and why do you need to know it? Because the modern world, Carl, is all about technology. You're talking Southern American. I'm not Southern or American. Okay? I don't know what any of what that means. Stop that. But no, like Python's a... It's because in the future, more people are going to need to know how to use computers in that way. It's a more valuable skill than it's ever been. I don't know how to use Python. I never learnt it. I've told you the story about why I never learnt how to use Python. It's because my teacher said, "You're shit at math. Don't do computer science." And I went, "All right." When even though I am terrible at math, I was probably good enough to be able to do what they were doing. Oh, this is useful, thanks. I don't know where the medic went. You know what? Fair enough, he tried. You're gonna sue technology. We need is agriculture. You know what? We'd still need farmers. We still need farmers. So at least you can do that. If you fail to learn how to use Python, at least you could still become a farmer and ride your tractor around and sing, "I got a brand new combine harvester." Oh, you got a brand new combine harvester. The key. I think that we should get together and trade them out to sea. I don't actually know the words to that. In fact, I think I probably know more of the lyrics to the Irish Rebellion song than the actual one. I should do a learning Python stream. What do you mean I should do a learning Python stream? Why do I need to learn Python? What kind of stream would that be? I want to. That could be. I could do streams like in the future where like I hire out a fake classroom, and the whole thing is that I just hire a teacher to come and teach me things, and that's what my streams are, just teaching people. Oh, I got a brand new flak jacket and a pair of kinky boots. I've said in the past that my one of my old bosses worked. One of my old bosses fought in Northern Ireland. Fucking what? You can learn how to make bombs and destroy technology. You never hear of Carl. One of your colleagues' first names is IRA. I assume it's pronounced like Ira or Ira. Or Ira. Yeah, now. Isn't... I'm thinking of IRS. Sorry, I was thinking about there's things. I feel like there's some. I've heard IRA somewhere outside. Oh no, IRA. There's a type of like bank account in America, like savings account in America, called an IRA. I think. You get like a Roth IRA or something like that. I don't understand it. I keep all my money under my bed. Any money that I get through streaming just goes straight under my bed. I print it out and put it under there. It's pretty safe, innit? Don't have to pay tax on it if the government don't know I've got it. I wonder if I've wondered in the past if there's ever like a downside to me like creating a business, like just classifying myself as a business. But I feel like there's probably like taxes and things I'd have to pay if I'm legally classified as a business. And I don't want to do that. Am I joining the naked bike race? What do you mean am I joining the naked bike race? You're on a naked bike? What? I'm not. No. Is there a naked bike race? Is that something that happens in Britain? Is it happening where you are? Am I flying? Oh, it's in London. No. I'm not going to London to partake in a naked bike race. I'm not even convinced I'd still know how to ride a bike, to be honest. I haven't ridden a bike in a long time, let alone doing it in the nip. I don't want people to see that anyway. I look at myself in the mirror occasionally and just fucking I hate it. It's like no, that's horrid. I got weird ass proportions. I have. Where's that supply go? Oh, he picked up those things. I got nipples that look like those, you know when you go to a theme park or something and they have those penny squashing machines. That's what my nips look like. What time is it? I'll go downstairs and let the dogs into the garden. Why am I talking about my nipples? Why aren't you talking about them? That's the real question. This is Endless Bread. This is Bread Corp Incorporated. Over here, we talk about things that the average person wouldn't. We push the boundaries of what's considered normal. We're pushing boundaries. Bread Corp Incorporated. That's the slogan of Bread Corp Incorporated. Pushing boundaries. The keyboard's covered in dirt. Got such greasy fingers. Put that under the Bread Corp logo. As much as I said that those logos were not for anything, they kind of were. They were for when I was trying to make the little cubicle. The idea of making a cubicle as for my AFK and goodbye screen. I wanted a logo that signifies that it's Bread Corp Incorporated, and so I started doing that. But I kind of got distracted and just made loads of them. Pushing boundaries since 1789. Brett has simply accepted that his viewers are mentally ill cavemen. That's what I am. I'm a slug. I know I said it before. Most people on the internet are you know, they like claiming to be monkeys or like frogs. Most people use monkey, I think, because they're like, you know, they're funny little creatures, aren't they? Nah, I'm a slug. I am bread. I'm a bread slug. I'm gonna commission someone to draw that Botch the Rock Botchy slug, but as me. 1789 because that's when Let Them Eat Cake was said. I was wondering why that date specifically. I was concerned that it was going to be one of those racist dates.
There is no cock like horse cock. Send your asshole into shock.
Hi, Zoe. You alright?
Meow!
Meow, indubitably. Is there... If you said that in other channels, you'd get banned. I don't... There's certain things... I just don't think... I think there's worse things you could say than that. There's definitely things that I wish you wouldn't say, but... There's worse things you could say. Oh, that's an enemy there. Is there a fake salty today? There was a weird salty earlier that was like spouting nonsense. But no, Kai, I don't think there's a way you can see the number of streams you've been banned from. I don't think you should be trying to go for the most streams banned from. Oop. Up. I think I might go to the toilet. Maybe I could wait. Maybe I could hold it for the next half an hour-ish. I used to not go to the toilet for like 6 hours when I was at school. Where are the cat ears? Meow. Pet's heart.
Meow!
Are you happy now? Have I satiated you? Are you satiated? Do you like me wearing these cat ears? Do you want me to go nya? Does that make you squee? Or XD? Despacito starts playing. So I don't wear these very often. I hope you understand. This isn't something I wear in my everyday life. Ooh, mad milk. Don't ask. Don't ask questions you don't want to know the answer to. I used to wear these cat ears all the time. People did used to claim them. Like, the whole stream would just be me wearing these. I'd start the stream in the morning, or when I would, sorry, and people would just claim it the moment that it starts, and then they would consistently claim it until the end. To be fair, it's better than Salty sending you weird Steam messages. That is true. It is having you play what say what I assume were some kind of song lyrics is much better than you sending me just something that was probably a virus. Don't look at any of those shots. They were perfectly viable shots. There we go. I made up for it with that one. 67 bans with 100 plus timeouts and 3 Discord bans. There's another one there, look at him. Rule number 6, someone else's problem. Don't hurt me. I haven't really got any... I don't think you should be collecting those, Carl. You're eventually just going to get put on one of those lists that's just like an auto ban list. I remember my old Minecraft username used to be on one of those auto ban lists. I don't know why. Back when I used to play Minecraft when I was a lot younger, I remember looking at my username just to see any stats about myself. This was my just general username. And but it was also my Minecraft username, and so I looked up, like I said, I looked at my username, and I saw that at there was a list, and at the bottom of it, I saw my name. You're trying to get banned from the wars on Twitch, but it might get to your PlayStation account. I'm too far. I don't like getting banned from things. It scares me. It makes me feel bad. I'm constantly I'm always, it's why I'm so awkward on Twitch, because I'm always scared about getting banned. Oh, I felt that. It was close to last time, but the end of the stream. I haven't seen a War Thunder stream, as in, you know, main channel stream in a long time. I used to watch them like before the updates came out, but then I just kind of stopped once I realized that you can just kind of just wait for the update to come out and then you see everything. And they never show off anything really that's not already been announced somewhere else. They just sort of spy. I don't have to really say too much though, because you all know I don't watch Twitch streams. Because who would watch someone? Who would watch a Twitch stream? Meow, indeed. You know, for someone who wanted that, Siggy has not used that much. It's not as bad as the as the number of times that the horse cock one has been spammed. That's something else I'm going to need to revise if ever, just out of nowhere, the channel blows up. I'm gonna have to somehow revise that to keep. I don't want to get rid of it. I don't want one of those. I don't want it to be like a big channel that the moment that you become big just gets rid of everything.
Like horse cock. Send your asshole into
Shock. just have to make everything really expensive if it comes to if I'm gonna be if I ever get large. You have to go on this. You have to. It's weird when it comes to Twitch because you have to go on the assumption that 1,000 people are watching you, but on the knowledge that there's probably only like 3 at most. It's like it's planning for the. You have to plan for the. In Twitch. You have to plan for the best, but expect the worst. It's the same with just in general YouTube content. You have to plan for the best, but expect the worst. Do you mind? You could play it 18 times, but you wouldn't do that because you know that that's something that you shouldn't do. Actually, I may actually have also had limits to it. You just walk through those fences here. These fences don't exist. I need to give you more. I need to give you more things just to get rid of your channel points. I don't want you to have that many. I'm not even 100% certain if the I'm Rich Redeem still works. I'll be completely honest. I didn't know. I don't even know if it works. You didn't know you could get up there. I didn't until this very minute. There's a lot of these starting areas which just have stuff up top that you can just get to, but it's never really obvious. You shoot out there. Oh, you can. I doubt you can get over there, but I like all the little places. You just don't think to go. It's like occasionally you'll be playing and you'll see like a sentry gun in a weird place. And it's like, I didn't even know you could. I didn't know a soldier could get up into that place, let alone an engineer. Is there someone up here? No, I think I might have saw a spy or something. For 100,000 points, can you get a free 1-month subscription? No, I would have to. For that to be a possibility, what I would have to do is do the sort of thing that like actual businesses do, in which I would have to take into account. I'd have to try and figure out how much ad revenue you made me. So it's like hypothetical ad revenue, because I know that some people don't provide any. But it's like if you watch me for so long, then eventually you're going to have earned a free sub just through ad revenue. Yoink. 2,000 points. Can you see my feet? No. You can see my feet in one of the videos that I've put out anyway. I think the last video I put out, you can see my feet. Maybe the last video. I'm not sure if it's the last one or the one before that. You just go and look at, just go and find that. It's like partway through it somewhere. Yeah, I zoom in on it. Zoom in on it. On them. That's another thing. There's so many little things like that that I'm like, I don't actually know if that's a Twitch violation. I've read all the Twitch rules, I think. I just don't remember which ones. I just don't remember them. I need an entire board behind me or in front of me of every single Twitch rule. At least tell us what's the size. What do you mean? You wanna know what shoe size I am? Like 7.5. Like UK 7.5. Maybe, or 8. I don't know which one it is. My streams are Twitch violations. There's worse people on Twitch than me. I don't need to go up there. My streams are fine. You could be, you know, you could be watching. I don't know. Don't tell people your shoe size, they'll find my address. Okay, now you put the fear of God in me. I'm scared now. Everyone in the UK has their shoe size directly like linked to their house number. $40 to $41, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I brought it up. I brought it up in the other stream a couple of weeks back. The shoe sizes make no sense. Every country does them differently. My way of spy checking that spy was to put my back into him so that he'd stab me, and then I'd know. It's scary how quick people can find addresses on the internet. Like, I was watching I saw that CWVA was doing a video where he showed off his new apartment, and he showed off his new apartment, and he blurred the windows so people couldn't see the skyline from his window, and it's like, it's scary that you have to do that. Like, I get it, you know, it's, you know, you have to make sure that you stay safe. It's like, it's scary that in this day and age you have to blur your apartment window because people will use that to find out where you live. Usually just run into spies because you can't bother to shoot at them. That's where the it's someone else's problem mindset comes into play. You have to remember that if the spy doesn't kill you and just runs past, someone else's problem. Artillery strike, that whatever's going on up there. Shit. Technology is bad. That's not technology, that's just people being weird. That's just people being weird and creepy, like that guy who found out where a Japanese idol lived by the reflection in her eyes. Like, I'm afraid to show what my garden looks like, because you might try and search Google Earth until you find a garden that looks like mine. I don't know where there's any medkit. There's one, if I can get over here and not die, but there's a tall ladder. It's a tall ladder. What are you doing? Stop this. Panned. Is me, the pen. Freaking... You better not start exchanging feet pics. So yeah, I'm glad that you're not going to, but at the same time, I don't like the fact that you have to give an excuse. The excuse should be just no. You'll have to settle for my knee when I stream, because occasionally you just see it. That's the sexiest part of me you get to see. Spy, that is, yeah. Plus feet pics are a market waiting to be exploited. First one's free though. If ever I'm giving out, it's like all the people that like post like semi-nude images to Twitter to get people to sub to their OnlyFans. I'm gonna start doing that. My Twitter account is largely dormant, but one day out of nowhere, I'm just gonna start uploading feet pics to it and start advertising my OnlyFans. Who's this? What is this spy up to? Sniper, sorry. Chaka ooga 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 chaka ooga 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 chaka ooga 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 chaka. Deep inside of me. I should make an OnlyFans and only friends where you just chat about the weather with people. That's just a Twitch account. That's just a regular Twitch account. Hooked on a feel, or like you could just that's either that or just going into like the main city of any MMO. Hooked at feel as candy. Oh, don't do that. Oh, I ain't got any ammo left. Now I do. That is also yeah, it is Discord. Well, it's the Discord of anyone but, you know, me. Because, you know, I don't associate with you rabble outside of streaming. When that camera goes off, I'm no longer Endless Bread. Oh. Me on. Hooked on a feeling. Oh, hold on. Wait. I fucked up my audio equipment. It's alright right now. I don't know what the dog's barking at. My, the cable that comes out the back of my, audio interface is fucked up and, occasionally, is a little bit sensitive. You can't file a report of prostitution. You're the one who's trying to solicit. If anything, you're the problem. If anything, that's a self-report. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. My audio equipment, you mean the McDonald's drive-through workers gear? I think that'd be a good piece of equipment. I think that'd be great. I think one day I think someone me, or you know, someone who's got the necessary knowledge to acquire one should just have a I'll just have the McDonald's board in front of it. Welcome to bread, what can I get you? Is that a spy? I think it might be. He's moving like one. Because it is one. Fuck off! Fuck off! Fuck off! Fuck off! Da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. Da, da. Hello and welcome to Endless Bread. May I take your order? We serve bread and nothing else, and we only have one type of bread, and that is uncooked bread. We just have a pile of dough. Da 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 da. Hooked on a feeling. I think I did actually hit that. The thingy my bob. What? I'm gonna spend like £4,000. You know those like huge photography cameras that are like, I say huge. They're designed specifically for like for very specific use cases, but they cost like $20,000-$30,000. I'm gonna get one of those just to take a picture of my toe. Like, it's gonna be the highest quality image of a toe you've ever seen. What's this? Fuck off. Fuck off. Okay, he's dead ringed. He dead ranged. I know you're in here somewhere. There he is. Coffee with the smoke's not sitting well. Stop drinking coffee then. Replace it with Red Bull. I drank coffee this morning, and I also drank a bottle of Fanta Fruit Twist.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Got a dog here on my keyboard. There we go. I'll give you a heart attack. I was never into Red Bull. I think I tried it once and never again. I think I might leave it here for today. I'm beginning to warm up and become a little bit just bored and lethargic. I think I'll end it up here. Oops. I think I'll end it here, reminding you that there's a new video tonight. I don't know how good it is. We'll find out. I haven't watched it. Nah, it should be fine. But yeah, new video tonight. Wait, how long? It's a new video in an hour. There's a video in an hour on the channel for anyone who's into that, and I'll see you in a bit. That's probably on Friday. Yeah. Thank you for watching and take care. Bye bye. There's no toes in this one. Bye bye.